Thank you very much. So here we are onto the green fields of Erangel, and it's a pretty deep south plane. It's going to cause a lot of problems, this one. Where the heck are ENCE going to go? Where are anyone going to go? Who knows? Because we can't see. It is going to go across the top. Now I've got a good vision on it. Let's see. We're going to see ENCE bailing out very early. So possibly going sort of north side Gatka, trying to see what vehicles they can grab and get the hell out of Dodge. CrowCrowd also coming out. You can see they're going for the West Coast Tempo Storm loot, effectively with M19 going south. Reciprocity back to Sosnovka for them. No two surprises for that one. Probably see Unity go Novo as well. FaZe, TSM, G2, they're all fine. They're all going to get to their homes. It's really ENCE that's the biggest one affected by this.
Yeah, Raise Your Edge might have a bit of a trickier time getting to Yasnaya than they'd like, but what's the bet on a melee circle?
Yeah, with that southern circle, with that southern plane, may well be. CrowCrowd, of course, you know, ordinarily up in Yasnaya, so it's a big change for them, I would say. To see how they're going to adjust. I wonder if Vitality are going to try and nick those vehicles. I was watching this yesterday. Looks like they're going to be allowed to as well. Poor man's particular look. You can see Shadow. I think it's Shadow that's having a look. Yeah, and there you go. Bam. Into the vehicle. See ya. So nicking the vehicle away from Team Liquid once again. Ooh. It's a deep, deep west circle.
Okay.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah,
that's a lot of water.
That's a great deal of it.
I mean, it's still a big lot of land. I guess you're looking at, you know, antenna, radar tower, or satellite, whatever you prefer to call it there. I don't know. This has so many names, like Little Hill. The Hill.
I just like calling it radar, even though there's also a radar tower on Sosnovka Island. But you know what? You're not going to get both in the same circle. So.
No, that is very true.
It'd be very unlikely to have that. Yeah, I don't know. This circle could be interesting. We've had a couple around like the swamp-ish area. A couple of men around Quarry side. I doubt it's going to go that far south. It might do, but it feels unlikely. Again, this is just insult to injury for ENCE. It's like, cool, we literally have to leave the circle on the furthest away point and go to the furthest away point for our loot.
I wonder if they're going to... I mean, I can see Mikaz is here, and he's just like, screw that, I'm not going. Everybody else is kind of venturing that way. NIP, though, by the way, they absolutely benefit from this so much. Not only have they been able to bail out the plane the earliest and get looting as fast as they can, they have the entirety of the north themselves almost. So they can just pick that spot wherever they want. I guess we might see Everest get pretty busy again in the circle as well. We'll see.
It always tends to, doesn't it? Everyone seems to like going up that sort of way.
To it.
And it seems to go around that way a lot.
I'm calling it Everest again. You know why? Because I heard Gustav and Jeeves calling it Everest the other day. So I was like, I'm going to go back to that. I don't care what you say, Matrim and Clinton. Back in Korea and America, we don't care.
It's just too many syllables for me. I like keeping the comms nice and short. Everest.
Everest, yeah. It's instant. Everyone knows where it is.
Yeah, but Everest is still an awkward word to say.
Everest?
Yeah.
How is that awkward?
Hill.
Hill? There's there's about 20 hills.
I think they'll... It's relatable. Like,
mountain. Everest. It's the same.
Everest. It's
exactly the same. So you just call it mountain?
Yeah.
Mountain. On the mountain. All right.
It's just easy.
You could call it Snowdon. No, that'd be the same. K2. No, it's the same syllables.
You just want one syllable. I just want someone out there would like to... Alps? Could be
Alps. Good. Alps could work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. You need some snow on there.
We're getting French on it. Well, right, like, because you don't need snow for Everest. Okay, too.
That's why I don't call it Everest. All right, this is why I'm, authentically RPing my way through.
You're role-playing your way through Battle Royale.
I used to LARP on the weekends. Now I have to cast this game, so I like to bring my other hobbies over. I'm not an Overwatch caster. I don't do that sort of thing.
You should play with Martin.
Oh, God.
That would be great.
Oh, I've never wanted to play with Martin in my life. Now, VOD's in... VOD,
yeah, that is on fire.
Get away.
That's a lot of damage from Winstrike to take that
really
vehicle
is.
out.
I don't know where that came from.
I mean, obviously they start out Gatka, so they had a similar situation, but interesting to see that they're fighting for the compounds already. MBS is going to come by and collect him. It looks like they are going to be going towards the Everest hills, or maybe just looking down on Timmy, who is all alone.
Yeah, NIP are kind of regrouping on this. Timmy needs to chill. Timmy, get back to your house, chill out.
He's got the cover fire from antenna. So
yeah, but
is it Dixu's hovering the cover. He's going for Gaxi. Gaxi down to nothing.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't like this one. He's just giving up. He's just giving up position. Yeah, this is a really bad idea. Miraku has.
It's fine. He just bailed out early.
Yeah, but that's when someone like Tixu could potentially make a bit of an issue of it. But he's all right. They can try and obscure the view, but. I think that was a little short-sighted from Timmy there. I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit.
It's just that bravado, right? Trying to, like, I'm going to force you away from this one. It was probably quite aggressive because it's known that NIP kind of go to that compound pretty regularly. They tend to go for the 2-2 with that compound and the next one along.
Oh, now they've lost out on
which
Nookie.
They are going to as well. Oh, dear, yeah. James, they've come into Gatco. And that's a knock-on effect, right? These guys tried to get across to try and cover off Timmy, and now Nookie's been caught by Team Liquid. Team Liquid happy to take the yellows here, I think, so they're going to finish this one off, and Jolski is going to get to Antenna. And Antenna's being pushed by the NRP.
Yeah, they're really turning the screws. James confirms Nookie, but you can see Gaxi hits the deck. Actually, MBS getting a little ahead of himself there. Is that a nade he's just dropped on the floor, or is that a smoke? It's a nade.
No.
He's done. Oh, that's a bit of a blunder for MBS. Gaxi gets one for himself. That should be pretty good, actually. You know which dips they're going to be in. Oh, it bounced very far.
Got a little away. It did a chunk of damage to him. Didn't quite finish him off, but look, there's Team Liquid. Shots in the back, shots in the front.
Is that Liquid?
Getting pressured. Yeah, Team Liquid taking the shots behind them. And now CrowCrowd actually may well be them coming across. CrowCrowd getting involved as well.
Yep, they are. They're way across the way. We're seeing CrowCrowd really split here. And Winstrike, I like the position normally, but I think the timing, they were so split and they just kind of folded in the wrong way.
Vitality have gone into Gakra as well, so they're now engaging onto Team Liquid from behind as well. This is Tixu's move, catching him off, catching the knock, and obviously catching the grenades going in there. FaZe Clan, oh my word, look at this migration along the south. Reciprocity coming over the bridge, G2 coming across, obviously starting out farm. FaZe and the Knights are all going to be moving across similar paths as they come across. The Knights are just pulled up, so they're going to just collect their thoughts, as we do see and say. Vitality going into Gatka. It does give Team Liquid in those yellow houses a little trade. They've gone for a 2-2 split, by the way, Team Liquid. You can see Ibi and Samti down on the other compound, so relatively greedy considering the amount of landmasses available in the center circle. It's going to be very much fought over territory.
Yeah, because it's so much open field. Even though there is a lot of room, you look at the open fields in this area and it will mean it's limited if you're looking for the ideal positions. Obviously, these teams know this map like the back of their hand. They know every ridge, every sort of playable area that they can utilize, but it's not going to be your first pick. So in these sort of situations, you'll see them having to eye up those compounds, which do have a lot of attention already on them. Big pick up there if someone would grab it. Don't know if anyone's close enough. Maybe G2 if they swing that far south, but it'd be unlikely. Unity about to leave that western bridge as well. FaZe just about making it in soon enough. And Raise Your Edge there on the northern side, going to be getting through towards Northern Georgia Ball any second now. And they dip in that route. But they know they're going to walk up to a very occupied area. There's not going to be much left for them. And when you're working out Yasnaya, ENCE will probably be in the similar boat. They've had to take over on the mountain. So for them, this is James. Oh, that's a lovely little shot, isn't it? Headshot towards Jazza. You can't do much more than the knocks, but it's always good in the long run of things.
That's CrowCrowd, that's Blue. That's coming from the hillside, so they're going to step in. By the way, CrowCrowd, big wide spread for them as well. Tab, Senpai, and Kemba. So here comes Knights. They, as I mentioned, they were coming in kind of parallel with FaZe, obviously realized that, and they've adjusted their step quite drastically up towards the ruins. May catch Mert out. Mert's a solo player for DA here, a long way from his team. TSM and M19, they're clashing on the far west coast. That's the coastline, and Michael actually finishing that one off pretty quick, smart. It's Raise Your Edge. They're going over the west bridge of Georgia Pole, so they're coming in onto the edge side.
Oh, I love Navi's position. I love the little compound they're trying to get towards. I think Reciprocity were considering it. They're going to have to continue moving. It's gone further north this time, but I really like this. They could probably fight out of there if they want to, but I can imagine Na'Vi just want to get back in the cars. A lot of these teams will just keep moving, and yeah, Kemba, bit of a problem on that one, because this is the time you want to be moving. This is the time you want to adjust.
As well.
Yeah, this is not great. Oh,
it's like Senpai's got there. Don't worry. Sorry.
Yeah, NIP must be loving this. Raise Your Edge is well going to benefit. They just came from the north rather than a southern shift. This is very good for them. They can come in towards Georgia Pole potentially.
Look at ENCE racing for hospital, I think, here.
It looks like that south side of Georgia Pole, the kind of outskirts of the town on the southwestern front is going to be very nice territory to play from. Hospital is great because it probably doesn't count as part of a city, which we know circles do not like going towards city endings.
The TSM going to get to this compound first. Are they going to beat CrowCrowd there? I think they will. Michael looks like he may get to it, so that far west coast. You can see FaZe kind of edging towards it, but I think TSM will beat him to it. Team Liquid pulling up on the compound. The NIP just left. Actually, to light, that's the one that's further away. Winstrike are absolutely
what a shot!
Battering Squeaky there. Jesus.
That was really nice from Gaxi. The switch out to the SLR was so well timed. And Squeaky, it just couldn't get in. Could not get through.
Well, Razor Edge and TSM, they are going to clash. I thought so. So Michael's managed to get there first. The rest of TSM have been held up. They're further down south. And so Gustav also just off to the south of him. So Michael's a long way away here, and he's going to get surrounded.
Yeah, I like the move in theory from Razor Edge. It gets dangerous though moving into this sort of area late game, and now you can see the coastline starting to kick off. That's the rest of TSM.
That's the rest of TSM down south, yeah.
There's a lot of players on this side as well who could get vision on this. Razor Edge have not yet pushed the compound. Michael is being a pain. Going to cost some time, and this good nade doesn't quite go through the window. It does have the bars on them. Going to make it a little trickier. That one is through. Michael does get away.
So Rory and Wookie, they're in the vehicle. They're going to try and join them. You can see FaZe have posted up south of them, so they've got to be careful as they pull away. They have to get past M19. They're going to shot in the back, and they're trying to get in. Look, Gustav, he's going for the hill. He's trying to get in join and give him as much cover fire from that side. But of course, the problem is that it is fast rail, like you say.
But the thing is, if you're fast rail as well, you're going to be in-game leading this. You're going to try and tell your guys how you want this to play out, but you might tunnel vision on it. Yeah. He might get caught off. Gustav will be purely focused on this good nades. I think these buildings were some of the buildings that had doors removed, so it is easier for Michael to work around to avoid those grenades from inside. Gustav does find Chris. This is a problem. This was meant to be covered. Chris is going to be very frustrated by this because fast rail should have had that hillside.
But Rory and Wookie are not going to be able to join him because they've lost their vehicle down on the south side. M19 putting the damage down here for the phase started off. So they are completely abandoned. So TSM totally spread. He's going for the revive and he gets the spray down. Brilliant play from Michael there to pop out and make a big benefit.
Oh, I feel so bad. Medox just tried to save Chris, and Chris got tagged by that nade, so he went outside to try and get that revive. They want their man up, but they've just lost him. Michael, great play from him. Now TSM in dire straits. In the water, fire coming towards the boat. It is not looking nice for them.
Gustav's getting pushed by fast rail in the distance. You can see they're going for it. Michael's gone aggressive. Menox just got revived. Sigsy off to the side. Is he going to try and pop a cheeky little nade there? He knows he doesn't need to worry about fast rail at the moment because Gustav and him are having an engagement, so he's got the freedom to push this side. Meanwhile, the rest of Wookie and Rory, they are smoking up as much as they can to get off this beach.
Yeah, M19 are not going to be relenting with that sort of pressure coming in. Michael has a limited amount of what he can do. Fast Rail should be able to see him at some point if he keeps cresting on this side. He's being kept safe, I think, by that small wall that goes around it. Other than that, though, the circle goes further north, still clipping in towards southern Georgia Pole. And Chris going to find Bestalot. So that's down in the south. That's them trying to maybe move in towards that circle. The doozy already there, but I'm amazed Michael's been able to stay alive this long.
And there we go. Finally found out. Fast Rail catches him in the ditch. Gustav had just repositioned as well, so now he's going to have to back away from this one. So Michael finished off. So TSM, well, they're in tatters at the moment. I don't know how that one's going to play out. FaZe have moved in. They've got Unity nearby. You can see them on this hillside. So they're having to just kind of get themselves away from this one. This is Fast Rail's shot. Oh, this is going to be nice. Finds him. That's a great headshot, catching him in there. So let's have a look at the repositioning. Reciprocity are swinging round south of Gatka. They're going to go past Chopsticks and up towards the mountainside. The Knights also in there. Liquid, we know they're in their spot. None of these have had to move. NIP have now congregated on the center point.
This is very weird for me. Closing in towards Unity, I mean...
They were on the hills. They were in this position. They were backing away, and then Unity came in behind them. That's how they've managed to end up in this spot, which is now FaZe have kind of got this widespread trying to catch them off guard. And they may well just do that. Orange taking a lot of damage, and he backs away. There we go. Orange goes up in a ball of flames. And look at the fanning spread that they have. Unity trying to rotate away from this one, but they're just getting lit up.
Yeah, and FaZe also need to get their cars. It's all good and well taking the fight for now, but this gives them a very slow start into those next circles. I do not like it at all. Vitality moving towards the Knights. That's pretty good. Them committed to the ditch because they can't get any closer. That's the shots you're hearing right now. That's Nasus peeling off. He can't get much further, but that could pay off for Reciprocity. They could potentially get vision on that. There is a strong chance of it. CrowCrowd keeping TSM pinned to that coastline. They still need to find safety. And Razor Edge peeled off way further to the north.
So M19 can just squeeze across because Na'Vi have just edged down from the hill, sort of swamp area, and they're looking towards Winstrike, who are still on that antenna, by the way. G2 also on the move, looking to maybe go Gatka way or somewhere similar to that. Obviously, near Vitality, they have Unity and FaZe shadowing them from behind. You can see them on your screen. So if G2 pull up early, it's going to cause a lot of problems for both Unity and FaZe Clan, who continue to follow behind.
It might just be the case.
I think FaZe are on a big swing here.
I really don't like FaZe's rotations at the moment. I hope this doesn't bite them in the arse. It looks like it will. Unity have already pulled up here, maybe trying to get a heal on real quick before they try and make that final push into the circle, get themselves in the right position, but they could potentially cause huge problems for FaZe.
Well, Mexi said yesterday in the rotation, he said if it, it pulls away from us, we will just take a big swing and go all the way around. And that looks to be pretty much what they're doing, backing their money up. Now, the problem is I feel that judging by the trajectory, they may well come in towards Gatka or to the yellow compounds, which they almost won that game from the last week, which is where Reciprocity currently reside.
Yeah, there's nowhere good in this southeastern side.
Unity,
there's literally nowhere.
good.
Yeah, FaZe are pulling in, Unity are pulling in, everyone's going past that DP. Could do work,
God.
and it does. Udia using that thing like
But
it's
FaZe have
meant to be.
benefited from this. They've gone in the other side. They have lost ENCE. Blast on and Dastage both go down.
nowhere to
Unity
go.
picked apart. FaZe have continued north, and now, as you say, there's nowhere to go. They're going to go straight into Reciprocity.
And Reciprocity should be able to handle this. FaZe need to crash it. It's not looking nice for them. Scoom's going to find Uber. It's a poor rotation from FaZe. I do not like it. The plan is not good, and they've gone down in second to last. Considering they're one of the winners of this map, we look at this as their territory. That was not the play of a champion in that one.
You could see that coming a mile away. Obviously, we have the information, but we could see that coming a mile away. TSM are just sending it for the mountain as well. It doesn't look it's going to work. Rory will go down. Haxeli's also caught Drayden out in that little move. So the move to go for the mountain for DA. Remember, ENCE were on the mountain. They are now out of position. They have to move in. They're catching Razor Edge because Razor Edge have also come down south out of South Georgia Pole. But DA sitting on top of that mountain is looking like prime position right now with the circle moving this way. I expect it to actually move south towards where the Knights compound is in the next circle.
It could do. Well, we've got Na'Vi still up, G2 still up, TSM still up. Some very big teams here who've already got a lot of points. G2 are in trouble, though. They are, again, in no man's land.
Where's M19 going to go? So where can they go from this position? There is a ditch, remember, against the opposite Team Liquid's house, but Vitality currently residing here. I think that's where D-Mash is trying to take his team right now as M19 head that way. We're watching G2 getting picked apart by Vitality on your screens. M19 are going to crash it. Now, actually, Jazza just got took down by Na'Vi, and it gave the position for M19 to come in. There we go. There's the ditch. That's what I was talking about. The rest of M19 coming in for it. Kramer will go down. And Vitality losing players by proxy from multiple angles.
Yeah, Vitality are in, again, a lot of trouble. But look at Jeeves going to try and get this one done. But he's out on a bit of a limb here. Good nades. Does need to keep in mind there's a lot of teams on this side. Gemties will find elite player. And the nukes continue towards them. They are falling off this. Gemties finds D-Mash. This is really good from Team Liquid. Assuming they can make it back. That smoke's about to fade.
That was Winstrike Tixu catching him in the back there as Gemty hits the dirt. Na'Vi going to creep in. So they've just seen everybody going down in the mixer there, and Senya's actually going for that same ditch. Aduzi sees CrowCrowd pulling up behind him, and suddenly Na'Vi's attention has to swing that way. Are they going to expect Pokemoldo the other side of the road? I don't think they will.
They're going to have to find out in a second. Here comes the nade. Aduzi's got to run. 30 HP. He's on the move, and he can't make it far. He takes that with him, but it's not good enough. CrowCrowd still have so many players standing in this position, but who's going to stop him now? It's going to be Senpai taking down Aduzi. Snark joined in on that, catching off Pokemon.
That's from the house. He just shot him from the house, way miles away, and that Pokemon was the flank. He was the man coming in behind CrowCrowd. He was about to wipe them out, and then no. He just got shut down by the Knights from miles away, and Senya's left alone. Well, that did not go to plan. Jorski's going to find himself a clean angle on behind the CrowCrowd here, but I don't think shooting he's got him in mind. Well, maybe he does as he turns and shoots Set.
Yeah, Set's done for. That was a quick revive coming out. Tab's been lost. CrowCrowd made so much noise. They are done for. They've gone down in 13th. Somehow Jorski outlived them. I don't think he can get a heal off in this time, and I think he knows that.
And he's going to go down because Tixu just got downed by Gemty just before that, so that's Winstrike out, and we're seeing teams fall thick and fast. This is such a horrible position. If you're not in those few compounds that obviously NIP held early on, Team Liquid and the Knights all went towards it. There we go. Team Liquid's compound is golden right now along with NIP.
Yeah, they are having a grand old time.
The problem is
NAP do need to leave theirs very soon, though. They can't hold that forever.
There's nothing here. So from where the Knights are, their compound is kind of in the circle. But where G2 is, where M19 is, where Na'Vi is, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. There's no ditches, there's no divots, there's no little bit of trees, because everybody's going to see you.
And to get to this point, you've probably used your utility. So if you don't have cars, you're in real trouble. Reciprocity still have theirs, so they're going to try and squidge in while they can. This might be too early for my taste. I think DA can light them up at this point. G2's going to try and capitalize, unless they have some cover to get to, which they might be able to build up. This is the time to do it. Senya, in the meantime, did find D-Mash, so Senya is still being a real nuisance. It feels like a matter of time before he's caught, but Reciprocity trying to move up, use those vehicles step by step, but they have seemed to make it in for now. G2 trying to capitalize on this. Time to move in a similar direction, but they've gone for the late rotate on Rafi. He needs to secure the back. He should be the final man to clear as G2 try and make their way forward.
Senya, where are you going to get to? That Dacia's not going to last very long. Finds himself a little ditch, but he's still nowhere near the circle. He's trying to smoke his way on his approach to Team Liquid, but the Knights really want a piece of this. The Knights are collecting quite a few kills from this, by the way. They've been third party and all the way from their little compound. G2 have found the back, as you mentioned, on Rafi, so he's finished. Meanwhile, Skoom will catch Udyr off as they get the positional advantage. Rafi finished off and stolen by the Knights, along with Chris going down. The Knights are snicking everything right now.
Yeah, Knights in prime position. They can hold this for a good long time before everyone else can get into safety. They are the gatekeepers, the guardians. Senya goes down. That's M19 claiming the point or what remains. That's just Wanderer, I think, alive. Axedi gonna catch off Kane, and that is gonna be G2 completely wiped out. I doubted Reciprocity's move on that timing, but that worked out really well for them. They were able to jump ahead from G2.
ENCE have been allowed to squeeze into the north side of the circle and gifted a crate. There's Wanderer finish off Senya the battle 1v1s, but the Knights now have Reciprocity above them. So from having a really positional advantage, they've allowed themselves to get above. Shiv's now going to start raining the nades down. That's very close to Drayden. Starting to put the damage down. Wanderer found by Team Liquid, who are also third party, and they actually pushed across the road to finish it off and make sure the entire field area, they don't need to worry about their backs now. They've got to worry about Miraku still, but Ibby's covering that one off. So the rest of Team Liquid, look at them. Look at the movement. They're all going towards Reciprocity and the Knights. They're thinking, right, let's shut this side down on the east.
Yeah, proactive Team Liquid is a scary one. I'm not sure if the Knights might have taken their time on this and could get caught out, but their timing could be good. It looks like Reciprocity are looking elsewhere, but it's actually Gemty to get contact on Reels. That's going to kind of slow them down here. Circle moves to the east. Raise your edge, ENCE, NIP, Team Liquid, and the Knights now need to work their way forward. Reciprocity got the timing right.
An actual Everest finished, my word. Would you, Adam and Eve? TSM, by the way, who were at the time looking like the first team to go out, has still got two alive in there with the two big Danes. Team Liquid realize, okay, we've got to deal with our back. We've got to deal with Miraku, Gaxi, and Vard off in the distance. Sigsy is off in a vehicle. Here comes Raise Your Edge. There's two of them in this car as well. The Dacia making its move. It's time to get shot at, but that instantly gives NIP's position away, and Team Liquid try and use that as their advantage. They catch Vard out in the back. He's left alone. There goes Raise Your Edge in a blazing heap in the Dacia, and Gustav and ENCE pick up the kills.
Shiv doesn't know this yet. Shiv is completely unaware they pushed this side. Really nice play from them. I wonder when the alarm bells ring. They've made it this far. Who's going to spot them out?
DA see them.
Mert might have seen them. Yeah, he definitely has seen them. Now this should maybe raise awareness for Reciprocity. Shiv surely has heard this or seen something because he's looking in that direction. But the Knights have made it close enough. NIP are being held back by Team Liquid and TSM and potentially ENCE down the line. And this is looking rough for the Knights.
TL have made the opportunity to move in as well. Mert and Coat start to open up. He counted to 4, sees them all, and he's wondering what they're shooting at down below, so he's also having a little over peek to see what's down there. NIP continue to get flanked. They're going to get one nade down, but that's all it will be as NIP fall down to Team Liquid, who now have 4 on the western side. Now don't forget, Team Liquid, they know they've got the entire south clear, so they're just going to start sweeping around. TSM are next on the target as Shiv gets down.
Yeah, Shiv lost track of where the players were. They didn't have full vision. They were banking on that side not being utilized, maybe feeling they'd have information already on it, but the information was wrong. And that nade just came down from the mountain. Iroh just drops it down towards Skoom. I think that's just Haxedi standing now. So Reciprocity looking a little worse for wear. Skoom's going to bleed out. There's no chance of a revive on that one. Drayden claiming capture to that for the Knights as Haxedi holds between two.
This could be massive because if the Knights can claim this little ridge line, it will be huge for them. Haxedi will get one down. Digital Athletics looking to try and benefit from this as well. If they can deal with Haxedi, they can get this ridge, and that will give them a big advantage over Team Liquid. The question is, can they get the full vision as Reels will get himself the finish? So Reciprocity dealt with, but Team Liquid are coming back at them. They realize the danger.
Yeah, we do see the two-man squad low ground. I really like that play. You have Jeems and Samty sweeping through. This is methodical, and this is how you should be doing it. The two-man hit squad, Samty and Jeems. You got Ibby and Gemty using the lower ground, but they can't expose themselves to Digital Athletics, but they're busy. They're looking at the Finns. They're looking at ENCE. This plays off well. Iroh's keeping tabs on the Knights, and here comes the engagement from the low ground. This is problematic for the Knights. They've got so much attention.
They've had to look this way because ENCE had just got a knock a moment ago, so it's totally pulled their attention. So we've got 2 4v4s going on now. Snark, picked off. Iroh took a swing, looked to the left, gets himself an easy knock, and the smoke has to come down. Wantage going to try and cover this one off. I'm hearing smokes going, drops everywhere. There's nades coming through. Jeems, can he line them up? I'm not too sure. Doesn't matter. The shots coming through. And Samty using the chance. Look at Jeems' flank. He's right above them. He's tossed a molly.
That's really good nades from Jeems. Perfect positioning. Gemty is there. This is the sweep in the south. Team Liquid, we said it before, when they look proactive, they look dangerous, and they play it very, very well. Drayden had to just watch his team get dismantled as Jeems continues to hold ground. They never gave up on positioning on the circle. That's the impressive part. As ENCE have to be patient, but it's going to be go time soon. The blue is about to push him forward.
This Gustav Seam, I'm not too sure, stands still for 1 second. He's going to lose his head. That's going to be the Knights pinning finished off, I believe. Ibby will get down. No, Drayden's the last man standing, but they have not dealt with him. That may be a worry. Team Liquid taking center point. That's the center circle. They're completely covering it, and now they're going aggressive. Look at this swinging round. They've got to worry about DA from above, but TSM, they're going to smash. It's going to be Samty that will get that kill. ENCE also losing 1 to Digital Athletics as they try and push into the circle, but Team Liquid are kings at the moment. It's DA that will come down from up on high.
Yeah, for now, I've got to say, for Team Liquid, the bigger picture came into plan. I really like the idea of pushing Drayden, but it's probably not going to get enough done. They give up the step towards the center now. DA start to unravel, unwind towards Team Liquid. Jeems, Gemty, and Ibby moving further forward. Samty kind of being at the back here, holding the back lines, ensuring no one's going to get around the back of them, which there is potential for. Remember, Wookie's down there, Drayden's down there, Gemty's found Rustamar. I think that's ENCE kind of losing out on any chance here because Digital Athletics are already looking their way.
Yeah, DA are all looking down the hill. You can see Trifoli, he wants to get a bit of damage done on them as well, so DA trying to make the move, but they're really the ones that everybody's looking up at, and everybody's going to take shots because it's so hard. It's great when you're up in the high point, but as soon as you have to start coming lower, everybody's going to be looking to try and take advantage of this one, and Team Liquid, they can see them, and ENCE trying to squeak on round.
Yeah, ENCE clearly don't have full information. They know that maybe Wookie's nearby, but they don't know exactly where. And Drayden actually catching off Sixmo is big. That's going to be a real problem for Digital Athletics. Now they need to focus on this side. This could be go time for Team Liquid. If I was them, I'd be pushing this now.
Yeah,
you know it's them. It is go time. Smart play. They need to be careful of the snake of Drayden. Remind themselves that he's still there. There's going to be 4 players alive at least on this side. Ibby finds Drayden. It's now go time. It's crunch time for Liquid. Good play from Iroh, though. It's not over yet.
Sees 1, sees 2, gets the heads. Iroh causing all sorts of problems. Does he see Gemty down low? Yes, he does. Tries to swing around there. ENCE making a move on this one. The nade will catch Iroh off, but beautiful death of Mert still standing, and now ENCE could benefit from this one massively.
Yeah, Wookie could be a problem for them, but for now it's looking very good towards the hill. Team Liquid still hold numbers. Don't write them off just yet. There goes Wookie. This is game on for ENCE. They know the hill is completely littered with bodies. Mert finding Samty, Gemty's come back in. They're punishing each other here.
I think it's a one-on-one. I know, Ibby is back up. It is
maybe.
Ibby is up, Gemty's on absolutely nothing. Mert tries to creep his way up there, but I think Ibby's going to flush out some of these kills. He's about to peek over. Mert will not have the advantage, but he catches the headshot. Ibby gets a second peek in there, next to nothing. Ibby finishes him off there.
Where is ENCE?
And finally, ENCE now going to make the move. It's a 2-on-2.
This is scary times. Team Liquid have no information on this side of the hill. They're going to have to work from what they get given here. Driftley's going low ground. You got Mikas holding mid, sort of high-ish area. Gemty is the king of the hill, though. Now, let's see the information they find. It's found. Tripoli contact instantly made. Mikas needs to get into the action to try and alleviate some of this pressure, give them a chance to get to better footing.
7 kills for Gemty. It's a massive round from Liquid here. I believe they're up to about 15 kills already, so we could see a huge finish, but ENCE may be able to steal this one. Tripoli gets spotted, but Gemty's shot does not land, and they just dodge to the side. Still really trying to hunt for the information.
Yeah, but look at the play from Ibby coming out. This is not just about the fight, it's about positioning on the circle. They're using the kind of shaded side of the hill almost to get themselves central. Leave them on that side. Gemty needs to play this late, play it slow so Mikas can't flank it. That's the whole plan, that's the whole ploy. And Ibby finds one. It's down to 1 man for ENCE. And Trifley, he's a great player, but this is not his kingdom right now. The kings of the hill hold this. Gemty can heal. Trifley gets toyed with. And Team Liquid absolutely light that lobby up.
I would love to know how many kills they got there. We didn't quite catch a glimpse of it at the end there, but I'm sure it was like 15, 16, 17. It was a high one, that's for